away from me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal, when I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna walk.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now. 30 base.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day.
Marino sets up. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Hey, 7.
On 3rd down, Marino. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Coming this way, here we go.
Check that.
Now it's Marino. And an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. Running right through him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Marino. And Stills bringing it in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Marino. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, done. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And Marino's throw there incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns' drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 1-yard line. That's the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
Second and goal from the 1.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 26. Check Harper. Harper. Check 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 3. Check 3. Check 50. Check 50.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. No. Hey, dude.
Marino here from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
They run the counter. Hines, and he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, come on, 45. Get him.
On 2nd down now. It's done. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Come on. Push him back.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
59 Mike. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marino. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Play action. Haskins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. Sheldon Rankins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. 3rd down here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That throw by Marino incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Returnable here for Callaway. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Second down, Haskins eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Marino will throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Callaway on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
at the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's the way. Watch the eye.
Now it's Hines.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check.
They'll run on first down. Done. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Defense on deck.
Smooth.
Check 31.
Ready.
From the 38, Marino. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
A gain of 27.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Now Marino to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's going to fire this thing. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Marino to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here?
Out of the gun, it's Marino. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus. Slam, slam.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5.
To throw is Marino. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Going deep here for Still. He's got a man. Complete. 39 yards there. A big one. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, Maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Check. 61, matchbox, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Rashawn Gary on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
Ready?
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15 line. 15 line.
Let's go.
Check 59, Mike.
On 2nd down and 4. Marino is going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Marino. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. 50, plant.
Check back.
Get it.
Here we go again with Marino. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A big kick that time, 52 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
From midfield now, Haskins. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
This is Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go one more. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
I know he's ready.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready? 45, Mike, 45. It's our time. It's our time.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Here I come.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this is caught at the 8. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's crossing. He's checking crap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going deep here for Parker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Parker, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll try the left side. Done. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Haskins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. Trucks over it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.